Well, hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for joining our live Kickstarter stream. And, we're going to have some fun for the next little bit. We're going to have some people logging in and joining us, some very special guests. And we're excited. We're excited about the launch of this. And, I hope everybody else is too. Oh, look at this. We've got Anthony Simeone is on the line. Ed Stark is with us. DM's Werg, or AKA Dwarf, is with us as well.
All right, cool.
And yeah. So I'm thinking we're going to go live with the Kickstarter a minute earlier than what we said. So at 10:02, I'm going to go ahead because, I'm so anxious to do this.
Is that so you don't forget to hit the live button?
No, it's Christmas Day. He's excited.
So here we go. All right. And it is now 10:02. I am scrolling over to the launch.
Woohoo!
And I think we're
there you go.
We are live.
All right.
Look
Woo!
at that. We are live. So very exciting. And there you go. Wow, so many people on joining us already. Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it.
We have some special guests with us on the line this morning. And I don't know what this is. We're gonna I know what that is. Never mind. Oops, what happened?
Well, one thing I'm really excited about is the first 24 hours, anybody who pledges the physical orders will get the free Orange Cat Games sticker. It looks really cool. Yeah, I was happy.
So
I love stickers. So.
Yeah, our first guest with us this morning, we've got our friend Alan Hammock.
Alan Hammock, the king. TSR legend, Castle Inverness, Boot Hill.
Yeah, there
Matt
he
Roberts,
is. Hey,
Matt
Alan.
Roberts' favorite person in the world.
How are you?
Ron, Jen, I'm good. I'm trying to keep warm down here. It's cold even in Alabama, so
it's cold in Alabama. You're not going to start burning the the furniture down there, are you?
No, I've still got some of my old Wisconsin heavy coats, so I'm okay.
Okay.
We actually went out for our beer runners walk last night, even though it was about 25 degrees. So it's a great club. It starts at a brewery, and we walk for an hour, and we come back, and we end at a brewery. So they've got the incentive for me, but. Man, I had a preview look at your product here that's coming out, and it's very nice. It was fun. I got to peek at it at Gamehole, and I love everything about Chet's art, and I love everything about the layout and crisp feel of it. Just really cool.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Okay. So let's see.
I know one thing you mentioned is it was readable for people over 50.
And
there
I've been told
there he is.
I've been told that I'm over 50. So yes, I enjoyed the fact that back in the day in 1978 when I first started with TSR, typesetting cost money and pages were at a premium, and so they said make it as small as possible, cram as much as you can, and this layout is nice and clean. I don't think anything is below 11 point type. It's good stuff.
No, we tried to make it. We tried to make it bigger, so everybody could see it and things like that. So
Well, and especially, if you, as you know, if you try to run things at some conventions, the lighting is not perfect all the time, and
Yep.
it's okay to look at smaller type in bright lighting, but in real world convention settings, maybe not so much.
yep.
Yeah.
I mean, try to run it by the torchlight at Ye Old Tavern at Matt's place, and you'd be lost. This one you could play.
All right. So, who else? We have some other visitors with us this morning, including another Southerner who's with us. And we're going to get him on the line real quick here. I don't know where he went. He disappeared. Oh, there he is.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Chuck
Good morning,
Cumbo.
Chuck.
How are you?
It's good to see everybody. Good to see you, Alan.
Good to see you.
So, Chuck, you had a chance to take a look at this adventure.
Yeah, I've actually played through it twice. Once with you and once without you.
Okay. Which was better? Which was
Well,
better?
when I ran it, it was better. So first off, everything Alan said in spades, absolutely. I loved it. The way you've got the layouts really good. I can't see worth a damn anymore. So thank you for that. It's crazy. It's good. I'm real excited about it. I'm very excited about it. Ron,
Yeah.
he's a nice guy, but he tried to kill me, guys. Y'all believe that?
Oh no!
Me and my wife.
You gotta
And
tell
all
us
we
the
were trying
story.
to do is find some. What's that, Jen?
You gotta tell us the story. I didn't know that.
I don't know if am I allowed to reveal anything about the adventure or not?
You can talk a little bit about it if you
And
want.
you know what I'm getting at, right? You know what I'm saying. I'll leave that part out if you want me to. But,
I've killed a lot of people. Yeah, to leave that part out. Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
but,
listen. People die. I had somebody die in much earlier, just the other
did
day.
you really? Well, now there's
Yeah.
it's hard to talk about this adventure because it's great. It's classic AD&D. I ran it. I played it AD with him, then I've ran it in CNC, and it's a lot of fun. And it's good too because it's one of these things that's not going to drag on forever, and it's nonstop action. That's what I liked about it. And then you've got the little neat, sneaky stuff going into with the masks and all that. It's really cool. I hadn't seen one like that in a long time, and it has a good 80s feel to it, 70s feel.
Yeah, no, it's meant to be. A little background. This is a 1,000+ year old tomb. So there aren't any wandering monsters that are like orcs that just happen to be in there. It is, unpillaged for 1,000 years. So you can imagine what that might mean.
I know when I was running my booths at several different cons, Ron would come and hang out at my booth when they didn't have a Philadelphia area gaming booth. And he would come back after his games and he's like, I killed 2 people today.
Well, I mean, no one likes to run TPKs, but they sure are fun, aren't they?
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's great.
Have you had a total party kill yet? Ron?
Yes. Yeah.
I guarantee he has.
There has been a total party kill. I also had one. I'm not going to say what, but there was one character left with 1 hit point, and it happened to be the cleric. So, that was pretty. That was good for the party. So let's see what else. What else do we have here? You know what? We Chuck, is there going to be a CNC version of this?
There is. We're actually
Ooh.
we did a little test run last year with a little mini tournament. This year we made it a little bit bigger. We're trying to set up an official page tournament every year, and this year's is going to be Ron's adventure in CNC. Yeah, and then there'll be a version for it out there. And there may be a stretch goal that pops up for that. I'm not 100% sure what he's doing, but we're because I haven't really talked to him about the Kickstarter much, but yeah, there's going to be, because
Well,
if not for anyone else, it's going to be for me. Right?
You gotta talk to Jen about the Kickstarter. I made the mistake.
The guru.
I made the mistake of questioning whether everything was ready this morning, and
I'm sure it was.
No, it was. Hey, Jen, stand up a minute and back away from the camera so people can see the Orange Cat Games T-shirt.
That's beautiful.
There you go. Yep. So she got an Orange Cat Games T-shirt. Oh my gosh! I can't believe all the people that have logged on so far.
Great. It's early too. Yeah.
And we have 16 backers so far.
Nice. Good start. Well, I didn't even
Thank
see
you,
what the
guys.
funding goal
Thank
was on
you.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that funding goes great. Good job. Yeah. I looked at Kickstarter. It's pretty solid,
so Ron, it was a daring strategy to have a Kickstarter during the middle of December when nobody else has anything else going on, right? You know, you wanted to get it right in the Christmas rush.
Well, the thought process was, it was a daring decision to run a convention in January, right?
That's true too.
I mean, the first page I think started on January 4th, if I remember. I mean, it was right after the holidays, and then we were able to back into Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. But you know what? We went ahead and did that, and there were reasons for that at the time. I mean, we were trying to be compass points on the calendar away from Gary Con, North Texas, and Gamehole Con, because that's where there's a lot of like visitor crossover from the traveling gaming folks, and so January was what I saw available, and that's what we took. So yeah, no, I mean, I'm not afraid. It's okay.
And I was there for the first one, and people were going insane. I had a booth, and people were just throwing money across the table. They were so excited. It really felt like there was a need for an RPG con in that area.
Oh, for sure.
And people took advantage of it, and they brought their Christmas cash, and they had a great time.
Chad, I've been waiting.
You posted your convention schedule the other day. You're a maniac, man. I mean,
Yeah, Paige was a serious good thing that happened to us, because I've been looking for years to get a good East Coast con, and I'm not besmirching any cons there is, but Paige is perfect for us. It's perfect. So I couldn't have got anything better, because it's our family. It's our people, and Ron's sometimes easy to work with, and it goes pretty good.
Don't encourage Chet. Encourage
you're doing good. You're bringing on people to kind of help you, and I like this.
Yeah. Well, good decisions there. I'd like to thank Bill Webb for helping us out. So, so that was a good thing. Let's see.
So
wow,
what else
I just buzzed the tower. I went right by the tower there.
It's okay.
Don't nod, Jen. Don't nod.
No one knows. Everybody knows your flying skills. It's a fine.
Yes.
But, what about? I want to ask you some.
Damn it, Maverick.
Yeah.
I don't know. So he said there's a free sticker if you do it within 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What level gets foot pics of Ron? Where does that come in at?
It's a special Chuck one. You'll see that.
Oh, I stood up in my mouth. Oh,
you have to go to feetfinder.com for that.
Probably so. I'm not familiar.
There's the decal.
Oh, that's nice. That's a really good. Chet, you outdid yourself on that art. That's great.
Oh, thank you. I had 24 hours to do it. Ron's like, we need an image now.
I can only imagine. Well, my favorite's the little skull on the top of the hat. That's cool.
Yeah. So he's a necromouser.
Necromouser.
Here's the T-shirt. You saw Jen wearing it. It looked.
What's the color choices? Just black.
We'll be able to get multiple colors. We'll talk about that as we go.
Yeah. The black pops more for photo wise, but yeah.
It's just a damn shame we just can't.
Yeah, maybe consult the artist on the color backgrounds.
There's the actual black T-shirt there.
Yeah.
Hot
And
off
as,
the press.
as Jen posed with the
looks
blue
better
one,
on
blue one
Jen.
looks
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I
Thank you, Alan.
agree. Alan, I didn't realize you were such a smooth operator, Alan. I got to be honest with you.
He is.
I was watching Alan operate at Gamehole Con, and it was wow.
Jen is the most organized person in gaming, and it's good to be on her good side. So
Yeah,
He is very organized.
Chet accused her of being an android earlier.
Right.
He
That
did it.
was
He did it
Yeah.
before I could stop him.
Chad,
Yeah.
you have to consider that she has to manage Zach. That requires a lot
I'm
of
a-
organization.
I'm afraid of Jen,
Speaking of
so,
Zach,
yeah.
where is he?
I think he's probably
you mean
This
Robert?
is a
Probably
failure.
asleep.
You mean Robert?
yeah.
Yes, Robert. Now we have somebody else joining us. We've got Wes Allen from DM Tales. There
Very
he
nice.
is.
Hey,
Hey,
folks,
Wes.
how are you?
We also have very exciting, and Wes, you've seen this adventure.
Center Square.
Yeah, I can tell you that we saw it at Gamehole Con, and literally, what people have said already, everybody's first reaction was like, "Oh, the font is beautiful," because it was so big and we could read it. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's
So-
going to argue that, I don't think. It's
Nope.
wonderful.
But it's a
Yep.
nice classic adventure. Chet did incredible artwork, and
Oh, thank you.
I'm looking forward to running this at some point.
Mhm.
So we have a few tiers here, and one of them is you can get some miniatures. And I wanted to bring somebody on because when people see miniatures, and especially they see resin stuff, they don't know how it's going to turn out, how it's going to look when it's actually painted. And here's an image of the painted miniatures that come with this that are really, if we go back to this here, you can see how close we got to the actual drawings that Chet made.
Yeah.
But
Are they metal or resin?
they're resin,
Okay.
and you can see what they look like painted up. And
Nice.
here we go. We've got Stephen Reeder on the line with us, our miniature painter extraordinaire.
Hello, Stephen.
There he is.
We
No
can't
sound,
we-
though.
Hey, Steven.
We
Muted.
can't hear you.
I know it's streaming. It's,
Uh-oh, no sound. Pantomime. We need pantomime.
He's saying the miniatures are painted beautifully.
Yes.
And-
There you go.
gorgeous, gorgeous sculpting.
right. Yeah.
We did have a request recently for American Sign Language interpreters at the convention. I got it yesterday,
Wow.
and I'm trying to figure that out.
So my mic didn't work earlier, Steven, and I
But
had
that
to
was-
log out
that
and
was my-
restart my computer.
Yeah, you want to, Stephen? You want to log out, log back in? Okay. We're gonna.
He did a
He
fabulous
said,
job. with the
"Okay, I will do that."
painting. Yeah.
Yes,
Well, thank
Alan,
you, Alan.
perfect
Alan's
job.
been hired as the interpreter for us.
Now, Alan, tell us how you had to, who disappeared? Chuck disappeared.
I think Chuck had a conversation.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with my camera here. Let me see.
We can hear him.
It looks
Yeah,
great.
can you hear
It
me?
look-
Oh,
Chuck,
it-
you've never
oh,
looked better. There he is.
I don't know what it did. So,
Now, Frank Mentzer's supposed to be with us this morning. Alan, can you, because, he looked at the module as well. Can you tell us what it was like having to beat Frank down on a daily basis to make sure he was getting stuff done when you were at TSR?
Well, yeah, it was interesting. Everybody who worked at TSR in the late 70s was a good designer in their own right, and game designers come with a little bit of ego. You may have noticed. You may not have, but we all have a touch of it.
Especially Alan.
And so it was a bit of a delicate dance. Frank had the advantage later on when he became kind of the personal D&D gatekeeper for D&D for Gary, of playing the Gary card, on us. Well, and then I got to say, yeah, but Frank, when I started, Gary's office was right next door to mine, and so I've had these conversations with him too. So then we got to compare notes, and all of the TSR staff were the designers, artists, editors were a lot of fun to work with. It was great having so many clever, good minds, and the ones when we could laugh about things. It was great, and we were all young and got a chance to work on improving the hobby that we loved. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't be working for the peanuts that they were paying us. But we were having fun shaping it. I mean, getting to be one of the editors on the Dungeon Master's Guide and to be the editor on the First World of Greyhawk was an amazing challenge for me, and I love to be able to contribute.
Right. So. I have a question for everybody. Whose cell phone is next to their speakers or microphone? Because it sounds like the Predator is in chat with us. I keep hearing like little buzzing.
Yeah.
I just moved mine. It's still going.
I moved mine further away.
I don't hear any buzzing. I think it was Wes.
It's always me.
Wes,
No.
You're going on trial at Page.
No.
For egg theft.
No.
Do you have your defense counsel lined up? Is Matt Archibald your defense counsel?
He volunteered
because he's
an
insurance
Anthony on the stand, and
he's an insurance
executive,
executive, not salesman. He's an insurance executive by trade. So
I have so many things I could say about that right now. I'm just going to go.
I don't know whether your gaming groups do this, but we have somebody that we always blame when something goes wrong, and it just starts from a 40-year-old gaming story, So we say we blame Dan, but so we can do that.
You blame Dan?
Yeah, and it didn't matter whether it was his fault or not, but it then became convenient even when he wasn't playing to blame him. So.
That's pretty much the story of my life. It's always my fault. It's fine.
So we are 23 minutes in. We have 26 backers, and we set a goal of $2,000, and we're at $1,637 so far.
Oh, look at you! Awesome.
Wow.
So
You're
we're
gonna
doing
fund
all
this
right.
hour. You're gonna fund this hour, brother.
Well, I
Thank you,
hope so.
everybody. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, you will. It's worth it.
So I heard there is a defamation lawsuit against you, Ron, not only from Wes, but from Pickles.
We're starting a class action suit. It'll be
That's
fine.
funny.
I heard it's a joint defamation suit.
Actually, Jen and I were in a meeting the other day, and Pickles made an appearance in the meeting.
Oh,
What, like physically or like online?
Physically.
Well, has Pickles changed behavior patterns at all?
Did you ever watch the show The Following? It was with
Kevin Bacon was in it?
yes, and
That thing was terrifying.
right? It was about a serial killer who was in jail and he had followers. And they would go around and they would do things, and the police would try to deal with them and things like that. Pickles eerily now has like followers, and one of them showed up in our meeting.
Oh,
Fully garbed as Pickles. I don't know if it was real. I don't know if it was real Boston Terrier hide or if it was just if it was faux hide, but I think a lot of Boston Terriers would have had to give their lives for that costume if it was real.
So this was a cosplay of Pickles? Is that
This
what
is
you're
the
saying?
strangest description I've ever heard in my life.
I think that's the legally defensible explanation here. So
Oh,
Listen, Ron, I'm not saying anything, but if you just did a free Pickles T-shirt and just had all the proceeds from it go to the charity auction fund, you'd probably double your revenue.
It's funny you mentioned that, Wes.
Is this something on the horizon?
Yeah, I have, because I was working on other stuff for Paige and this Kickstarter. I haven't been able to do the Pickles drawing yet, but yeah, we're going to do a free Pickles T-shirt.
Are we doing a complimentary drawing of Pickles, or is it going to be
Of
like
course,
Demon
I'm
Bob?
a fan of Pickles, and I believe the ban should be lifted. But
Okay.
yeah,
I think Pickles should have been Tomb of the Moor King. Personally, that's just me.
Oh my gosh.
well,
You know,
well.
okay.
Rumor has it
Carrier
that
Guardian.
Pickles makes an appearance in the 2027 Page poster.
Oh, I like
I
that.
heard that
Now I have to
too.
go back and look at it now, real close. You know,
He's just
There's-
snuck in everywhere. Put
There's a
Pickles
few
in
different
negative space.
Easter eggs.
it's everywhere, right?
There's a few-
Bathrooms, connections, everywhere.
Pickles doesn't
There'll
go
be
in
little
bathrooms.
pickles
That's the
stickles all
problem.
over the con next year. It'll be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Missing posters. Like,
You should have a
seen-
giant stand, take pictures next to pickles, like a fake one up there. You know, that would be awesome. Have Page logo on it. It'd be great.
So
Pickles autographs.
originally we were thinking of having Pickles as the logo, but then Ron got really upset about it, and
You know.
so we went with Orange Cat.
Yeah, there's a good question
We-
for you, Ron.
what's that?
Ooh.
Someone's
Retail.
asking about a retailer tier.
You know, it's interesting. We did not put a retailer tier in. However, the person who asked that question, the lovely and talented Barbara from the Dice Goblin in Mountjoy, Pennsylvania, where I ran a game there the other day. And, I sent a picture to my wife of the game. She's like, their game room is so tidy and clean. Like just like a subtle dagger at me the whole time. I did have a talk with her husband when I was there, and we'll figure out a way to make a retailer tier available at some point. So we'll go from there. It sounds like we have somebody else who just tried to log in, but no, Steven. There's Steven. Let's see if Steven's back. Let's get our favorite miniature painter. Steven, can we hear you? Steven? No. No sound. No sound.
it's like an early MTV video.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to pull up a few things here and let Chet talk about it.
Okay.
I'm going to
And-
bow out real quick, Ron. Unfortunately, guys, I do have to go. I've got to.
You gotta go. You better take care of that. Don't go on live YouTube.
Well, Chuck, we appreciate you being here this morning.
Hey, we-
Yeah, we appreciate your support as always.
They make
right.
underwear for that. So
Yeah, you can.
No, honestly, thank you guys too. It's wonderful that I'm very blessed to know all y'all. It's good stuff. We're doing good things here. I'm excited about the Kickstarter, and yeah,
I'm looking forward to the
I tried to back
CNC
it first, but I don't
version
think I
when
got
you
made
get
in there. What's that?
I'm looking forward to the CNC version when you get it too.
Oh yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. It's
my,
going
my,
to be.
my
I've already
son
got
runs
the-
a campaign for that. So
Oh,
that'll be
great.
great. Yep, get him to come play in the tournament. We're giving away prizes, trophies, all that good stuff. I think Ron's going to give away some stuff with Pickle's face on it. I don't know. We've not worked that out yet.
I'm just going to
Anyways.
give away Pickle's face.
Oh God.
Okay.
Anyways, well, y'all have a wonderful day. And
Yeah, call
thank
the
you so much.
SPCA.
See you, sir.
Take
Get them
care.
involved.
God.
Thanks, Chuck.
Good luck, y'all. Really, good luck.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming, Chuck. Okay.
Shout
So-
out to Rory, Chandra's cat. I'm familiar with the cat because I've seen it many times in the background, usually in a cardboard box, hanging out when we're playing D&D online.
Oh,
in, a
Chandra.
in a Benchledale game where Alan Hammock was the king of the land. He made an appearance a couple times.
wow. The chat. I can't even keep up with the chat.
Oh.
But my wife Jen has some good advice for everybody who works with me or is friends with me, to never let Ron know anything about personal failure, because he will remind you of it for all of eternity.
Well, Ron, this is, I describe you as ridicule is your love language.
Yes, it's romance.
Yeah,
me.
very much so.
Foreplay.
I told Ron about a stressful situation where I was victimized and I feared for my life, and he did nothing but make fun of me and
He
throw
took
it in my
pictures.
face since I told him.
But this is how you know Ron's from the Philadelphia area of cultural influence, because literally that's like, you should be concerned when we're nice to you.
Okay,
If we're
so
awful
brotherly
to you,
love
we
is-
love you. But if we're
Yeah.
nice to you, look out. We're coming.
So let's take a quick look here at some of the things that we have, and we can't show you everything, but what we have here is a 11 by 17 poster grade isometric map. And Chet, why don't you tell us about this?
Yeah, we wanted to have something cool. Isometric maps. I remember when they first started coming out in the Dungeons and Dragons modules, and I was so obsessed with isometric. And a lot of video games at the time had some isometric views also. And when we were doing this project, I was dead set that we have to do an isometric map, and this was an absolute blast. I do cartography on the side, mainly for myself and my little adventures and stuff. I have done them for clients and stuff, but I was really excited about this one, and it was an absolute blast. There are little elements in each of the rooms that correspond with the item, the area descriptions, and it was really cool. Yeah.
Oh my God, my bad humor is wearing off on my Jennifer. Pickles will have her own booth where she gives out autographs. Oh my God.
You sure they're not poop graphs?
Yeah.
No, that's the medium being used to make the potograph.
All right. So
I don't know why I jumped in on that.
What do we have here, Chet? I'm going to bring something else up on the screen. What do we have here?
Okay, this is the front cover to our illustrated area book. Back in the day in TSR, they used to have some extra illustration books that had the pictures of all the different encounter areas. And we wanted to take that and do an homage to the old TSR modules. And we wanted to have a book filled with illustrations that can be shared at the table, that helps the dungeon master communicate and describe the areas that they'll encounter.
We called them visual aids.
Visual aids, okay.
Oh, I still remember the Expedition to the Barrier Peaks book. That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now, Alan, did you ever write a module that had those?
Yeah, Inverness had it in the at least by the time the red version was published, because there were a number of things that we wanted to actually show them. The most important being as they got the illustration of the metal wall that had the odd channel cut into it in a square there, that the pieces of the key, are supposed to go into. But what was really interesting was that the artist that drew it actually drew the reflections of the fighting man holding the lantern there. I mean, it was a lovely piece of art there, and it showed everything about it, how you should be having a light source and what the DM was describing there. So they can be very, very useful. There are some things that it's you have a very convoluted word salad to describe what's going on, and a picture is worth 1,000 words, someone said. So yes, good stuff.
So quickly, we've got. I want to try to bring Steven back on. He thinks he's got his sound sorted out. Steven?
Yeah, you guys can hear me now?
Oh, there he
Yay!
is.
Technical difficulties with the Facebook link. I got it fixed. Hey, I'm really excited for this campaign. I have had a chance because of Ron to take a look at this adventure, and I'm really looking forward to running this with my own players. The miniatures are great. I had a lot of fun painting them up, and going off of Chet's just amazing cover art that he did for this module. And what I did was I was trying to, keep in mind Chet's artwork, and at the same time try to create a more easily replicable paint scheme to hopefully get some people into the hobby to pick up their paintbrushes, grab some browns, some blues, some metallic paint, some blush colors, and then just go to town and start painting to play what I think is going to be a very fun module for everyone.
Now,
They came out wonderful, and I appreciated you showing me these as you were doing them. Yeah, every single time I was really excited to see them. Yeah,
the chainmail,
yeah,
just looks beautiful.
Well, I'm really glad. I'm hoping Ron gets to put these onto the tabletop at Page, and that people get to actually play with them. That's pretty cool.
I'll tell you that they will be on the tabletop at Page.
No.
But they're going to make their way around to Page too, because not only is there a CNC version being played at Page, there's also a Pathfinder version of this being run by Order of the Amber Die, which if you've ever seen their setups, they're incredible. Like they're Paizo's #1 demo team, and Paige appears on Paizo's newsletters all the time. Thanks to Order of the Amber Die, they went ahead and they wrote a version, and they actually created canon for their version that places it in their campaign setting.
Oh, cool.
So that's pretty exciting as well. So I'm going to let Chuck handle them for a game. I'm also going to let Adam from Order of the Amber Die handle them for a game. But they did get a test run this past weekend at the Dice Goblin in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, and the players were wowed by them. And I was really nerding out the entire time, and very happy about the way they turned out. And Stephen, I just want to again thank you. You've been very generous with donations of painted miniatures. For those who don't know, Stephen does catalog painting work for various miniatures companies, and he's donated a beautiful piece again this year for our auction, which is a Pegacorn, like a unicorn Pegasus combined, on the edge of a pond, and there's like a fey creature, like a woman there at the pond as well, and the pond has fish jumping out of it, and the Pegacorn is beautiful, and the fairy woman is beautiful as well, and that's going to be in our charity auction at Page this year. And Stephen, thank you for everything you've done, and you painted these miniatures, and your giant last year, and this year that diorama, and that's Ralpartha Legacy, right?
That piece was some sculpting on my part. Mm-hmm. The middle part of the base, the Pegacorn and Elf, were all sculpted by Tom Meyer for, I believe, Thunderbolt Mountain Miniatures back in the early 90s. Jacob Fassbroker and I, of Ralpartha Legacy, decided to go together just to create a piece for this year to celebrate Page's DEI initiative, which I think is a really important thing to to make
Yeah.
role-playing games and TTRPG war games more accessible to everyone. It's a very important thing to grow our hobby. And so I was very proud and very happy to have done that. And I look forward to producing another piece next year. There's also that fish was not sculpted by me. That was given to me by Richard Scott, formerly of Otherworld Miniatures, and with his blessing to add it to that piece.
Here you go. And here's the Dice Goblin checking in. Dice Goblin loved the miniatures, especially the Emma miniature, which is one of the our pre-generated characters that come with this. Just so everybody knows, you can run this as a one-shot using pre-generated characters, and of course, we have the miniatures going into the Kickstarter as one of the tiers. But there's also a setup if you want to run it as part of your home campaign. So it's easily adaptable, and it's easily adaptable to almost any fantasy role-playing game system. But Emma is one of the, all of the pre-generated characters have some real colorful personalities, and Emma is a female dwarf warrior named Emma Elf Stomper, and she's gruff and mean and foul-mouthed and not very clean.
I love Chet's artwork so much for Emma. It's my favorite character in the pre-gens in the module. Her wild hair, just like almost leaning into like Rankin Bass meets manga at 90s manga anime style. It's just so cool, man. I dig all of it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And Steven, so you have some things, and I know my wife Jennifer's on the line, the shipping department. You have some things coming your way, including a copy of Harefoot Jousting and a couple of surprise miniatures for you.
Oh wow! Well, I'm looking forward to that, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting some paint on that almost complete NPC Dungeon Invaders set that you sent my way. So it's gonna have to wait a couple months.
He sent along, and Alan, I think you'll appreciate this. Steven donated one of those old MPC plastic diorama sets that TSR produced. However, the one he donated was not only Jim Ward's, but Jim Ward had thrown some paint on it at some point.
Very nice.
Listen, you're not getting it for the beautiful paint job. You're getting it because Jim Ward painted it. I'll just say that. But very, very, very generous. We appreciate that. Yeah. So let me just talk a little bit about Chet's art here. Chet and I get along very well when it comes to the art. Like, yeah. I gave him like 2 revisions one time, not related to this module. Now all of a sudden I'm hard to work with. But with the adventure, I didn't really ask for any revisions, right? And I gave descriptions of the NPCs as part of the pre-gens. He drew them. And in one case, the sorceress, Delilah DeAndrea is her name. She's supposed to have long blonde hair, and the priestess has short hair. Well, he got them backwards. But I love the drawing so much. I was like, no, let's just keep it, and I'll rewrite the descriptions, because, it's one thing to say, it's one thing for me to have a vision in my mind. It's another thing when Chet makes it come to life. And, that's part of the process for me. And Chet brings it to life. It's like, I'm not the artist. So, unless it's absolutely off, which it never is, right? Let's go with it. Right. And so I was thrilled throughout the process. In fact, to the point, and, Chet, you can expand on this. You were like, I'd be like, this is awesome. I love it. And he would come back and go, can I get some real feedback? What, you're not going to give me any feedback? I said, I did give you feedback. I love it. I don't want you to make any changes. Nothing. Don't change anything. And so, I always am happy and with that kind of stuff. Especially coming from Chet and Steven. It's kind of the same thing with Steven. Steven will paint things for me, and typically I'll he'll send me pictures, and I'm never like, hey, don't change, hey, you got to change that or whatever. It's always like totally satisfied. Let's just keep going, and I always appreciate that. Now, a few things here. We're dangerously close to meeting our goal of $2,000 for this thing to be funded in less than an hour. We are $23 away.
Wow.
You're going to meet your threshold because as soon as you're done with this, Ron, I'm going to back it.
Oh,
So-
let me kick you off the line, then, and then you can.
I think we're having sound problems again. Restart.
Yeah.
No, I got to go into my I got to get inside to do that on my actual computer. So
Oh, okay.
it's only a little bit.
So
we
we
are gonna back it.
appreciate it, and we really appreciate the not only painting it, but you did it with love and concern and intention, and it really all of them came out wonderful.
You guys are
always,
awesome, man.
always with Steven. That's a good description. That's how his miniatures always come out.
He took
He
photos
takes such
of them.
joy. He takes such
360.
joy in it too, right?
Yeah. You took 360 photos of them fully painted. It was great to be able to see all the details painted in, and absolutely awesome.
I'm in absolute awe of people that can paint minis that well. I mean, so it's just marvelous. Good job.
Yeah,
I'm in awe of people who can actually hold a brush. So
I started painting around 7 or 8 in like 1986 with my brothers terribly, and it's taken me 30 years to get good. But I feel like I'm not a meager painter. I'm all right now, I guess. I mean,
and Ron, I wanted to echo what you said. Even working with an artist, it wasn't uncommon for us to give the artist something that we wanted, and he would come back with a different idea, and would go, "Oh, that's much better than what I had. I'm changing what I wrote." So, that's, I mean, part of producing products is recognizing when somebody can improve upon what you're doing. So
having a shared imagination and interpretation of an adventure is really great, and that's part of D&D is the shared experience, the shared imagination, the world, bringing it to life.
It's the whole basis for the Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo too. With so many different personalities, different political views, different lifestyles, whatever you want to call it. I was getting concerned about the hobby ripping itself apart during COVID, like 5th edition players are this and old players are gatekeep. Let's just have fun where we're all aligned around the game table. And, so Chet, you're right on target there. All right. So
Ron, you made it. You're over 2,000.
Some guy named Matt Roberts claims you're over 2,000.
Oh, wow.
All
Look
right.
at that.
Hopefully
Well,
that was
thank
Matt
you.
Roberts that pushed us over the edge.
48 minutes.
Oh, so you don't need my money now.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't bother.
All right, knock him off.
I'm still backing it.
Yeah. So we really appreciate it, and let's go through
You can thank
here real
Rebecca
quick.
for that because she wants a copy of the Kickstarter version. So we're getting it.
Which is different than the first printing that was sold in limited to 100 a page. The module cover is different and in a few ways. Chet, you want to describe what that is?
Well, I've had several people contact me and it's like, hey, I'm getting the page version. What's the difference with the Kickstarter version? Well, there is so much more you're getting with it. Now, in terms of the cover itself, it is a different cover color to set it apart, so people can easily identify, was it the page version or was it the Kickstarter version. This version obviously is going to have so much more. We've already talked about the minis, the area encounter illustration book, the isometric map. It has the classic TSR separate cover with the blue map on the inside that you can just lay out or expand from. It has the pre-generated characters, and so you're getting twice as much really with this new Kickstarter in addition. And you're also getting, if you back today, the Orange Cat sticker, which I know Alan's dying to get.
Well, let's take a look at that again. Here's the Orange Cat sticker you get. It's right there.
Yep, that's our Necromouser. We have not named him.
I love Necromancer. I think that's awesome. Chet, can I ask you a question on your artwork?
Of course.
So what's your process of creating it? Did you go all digital? Are you still on paper?
So I work traditional pencil and ink. Then depending on what a client wants, I can either work traditionally, which normally would be watercolors and Copic markers, like oil-based markers, or I work digitally. I tend to do more digital coloring after I scan in the approved inked work. It's easy to do different variations. It's easy to change things. If a client said, "Oh, I'm sorry, this needs to be blue, not red," or you did the symbol on the necklace wrong, we need to change that. So it's very easy, to make changes where on an originally you'd have to, draw it separately and then paste it on and do masks and layers and stuff like that.
So you're more of a
Levi's in the room.
Am I?
Hi, Levi.
Or in his car.
Yes.
Everybody.
Thanks for coming on, Levi Combs, Planet X Games, and he's working with us on some projects at Orange Cat Games and working on some projects for Page. I mean, it's really awesome.
Oh yeah, man, I'm stoked. I'm excited. This feels like a whole new chapter of getting to play these games over again and work with all the people that I really respect and admire.
Well, thank you.
And work with Ron too.
Oh.
Yeah, Levi, I was super excited when Ron said he wanted to bring you on board. You are one of the top small press people, creatives. I highly respect you. I'm so glad that you're a part of the team. Really.
Wow, that means a lot to me, Chet, because I'm such a huge fan, anyways, of yours. Right when you walk in my office, I've got a big piece of your art just right there. I see it every day. So. Yeah, thanks for saying that, man.
Which one is it? Is the Creature from the Black Lagoon, or?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we both share that love for that.
Oh my gosh, man! Huge Monster fan. So somehow you made it even cooler.
Oh, thank you.
Well, let's take a look at a couple other things here. Chet, why don't you walk us? Well, before we do that, Jen, why don't you talk about your role with Orange Cat Games and what you're doing, other than modeling the T-shirt? Can you stand up again and model the T-shirt?
You can get your own shirt.
Oh, look at that!
A devilette's work is never done.
So why don't you talk a little bit about what you've been doing with us and what the future is going to bring here?
So I am the person to keep you guys organized. And you need some organization. So
we definitely do. Without question.
No, Ron and Chet came to me and they told me their idea and I was excited about it. And I said, hey, I have experience in the Kickstarter arena. and for getting Kickstarters fulfilled. And so we started collaborating, and that's how I came to be a part of this.
And if you can keep Zach organized, you can keep anybody organized, right?
Was Zach supposed to be on with us this morning?
He is. He's still asleep.
It was like, yeah, Tom said he was sleeping. Yeah.
Why don't we do this? Give out his cell phone number live right now, and then we'll have everybody call him.
Yep.
Some of us like you enough to wake up for you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'm not home, so it's not like I could just go and wake him up right now. So
yeah, she's
I'm on the road.
my favorite right now. You have to go down to Squirrel Hill and get some lunch. That's a section of Pittsburgh, Squirrel Hill. So
If you let me off this call, I can. So yes.
no.
Yeah.
What do we have here? We've got Chet. You want to take us through these awesome things?
Yeah, so we did a large battle map, colored it in, did all the details. So it's going to be cut down into actual dungeon tiles that can be placed out. There'll be like 18-point cover stock, and they'll connect as you're going through the adventure. So the dungeon master can just lay these out. They don't have to draw out on a grid map in front of you. They'll just lay out each area as you're going through the dungeon, and it'll be set up in a way where people won't know if there's secret doors or trap areas until you're actually in that area. And I was really happy how this came out. At first, I thought it was going to be too monochromatic, too many of the same colors, but it really works. Like the muddy water and the stair at the bottom of the stairs there, that was really fun to work on. And yeah, I'm excited to hear how people react to it. Obviously, there's a lot more tiles than this. This was just a little bit of a taste of things that you'll encounter in the actual adventure, and I'm really happy how it came out.
Are these going to be available digitally too, or are they just physical?
I believe that we're making a PDF so you can print out each piece.
Okay.
You'll have to cut them out yourself. The way it'll be set
I'm thinking more for folks who are playing online, if we can get a.
Yeah. Oh, the whole battle map is easy to make into a PDF. Yeah.
Yes.
And wow, do those Orange Cat Games graphite drawing sticks come with them?
So I have a big following in adult coloring books, and
whoa, adult what?
Some of
it's not. We've talked about this before. This is not euphemistically.
It's not. Yeah, it's not X-rated. Although there are X-rated coloring books out there, I don't do those. But I had to find something to put on top of my pictures when I advertise. Hey, this is a new coloring book picture, because people could just download them and just not pay for them and color them in. So I took pencils and I put my Chet Minton artist on there, and I was like, I'll just carry it over with the Orange Cat Games. So at this time, we don't have number 2 pencils with Orange Cat Games, but I'm sure that's an easy thing that we can make.
I think you mean premium artist quality pencils.
Yes, exactly. Well, I thought that, the classic number 2 pencil was, at every game table right next to your character sheet as, I got hit by the vampire again. I've got to subtract another level. And,
All right. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mirror Jen's camera. Turning that off. Now, if you stand up again, we'll see the stuff we'll see it the right way.
Oh, you're seeing it backwards.
We're seeing it back. Oh, look at that.
I didn't even notice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Good shirt. Yeah.
I noticed it when I flipped over my badges. I hate that about. Why did they do that by default?
I flipped myself earlier. Yeah.
I flipped myself off. No, that's not what we did. No.
Whoa. Here we go, X-rated again.
That's more hard R. So,
I think we have another visitor getting ready to join us here. So we'll see. Chet, how about any of this good stuff here? Here's a kind of an overview of everything going on. We've got the illustration book. What else do we have here?
Yeah, we got the blue map cover laid out. We've got painted miniatures that Stephen had done for us, showing the examples. In the very back there, you can just see the isometric map that's laying down. There's a couple illustrations from the module that people get a little sneak peek at some of the things going on in the dungeon. And of course, the illustrated area book is on top. And there's a set of page dice that you can get if you go to the Get Merch section for Page when you get your ticket for going to Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. You can buy a set of dice and the dice bag that goes with it.
And since it's my job to be the RPG historian, I'll briefly say, if you don't remember why they were printed in blue, it was to keep people from photocopying them. That was the big thing they were worried about in the late 70s, was people buying one copy of it and then photocopying it for all their friends. Light blue would not show up well on the Xeroxes. You could either print in light blue or dark red, which would show up all black. So
All right.
So Luzaki's stuff is dark red. TSR stuff is light blue.
Mm. Oh, all right. It's accidental.
Oops. Accidental.
random sound cues.
That ought to wake Zach up. Come on.
Yeah. Well, Jen should be calling him every 30 seconds.
Yeah, just put the phone next to him and we'll play that and see if he wakes up. Yeah.
Actually, maybe he was on. Maybe that was that noise we were hearing earlier.
It was really
He's in
him
his Predator
snoring.
outfit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they play Predator and local jungle girl from the first movie. It's like a little cosplay they do.
And that's how she stabbed him with a knife. But again, there's a restraining order and a lawsuit that they can't talk about. But.
You guys are brave talking about stabbing with a knife in front of Jen, because she has a reputation.
Yeah.
It's technically it's a well-deserved reputation, well-earned.
The finest hardcore knife fighter.
Yeah.
Holy crow! What do we have here?
Oh,
What's up? Good morning, everybody.
Ball Dog in the house.
Can you hear me okay?
Hey.
Yes.
Excellent. Glad to be joining you all. I apologize. I had to go drop my kiddo off at school, and Ron forgot about time zones.
Your priorities are all messed up.
I know, right? I should have made him walk both ways.
No, you should have just called an Uber and just said, "Hey, take my kid to school and pop the hatchback. I'll throw him in the back."
I mean, the other option was when you texted me this morning, I was about to walk into the shower, and I was like, he might get more backers if I just do the stream in the shower. So I almost went over and did that sacrifice for you.
So I see Lawrence at a lot of the different cons. Lawrence represents GUI Cube. If people are not familiar, I assume people are. So GUI Lawrence is definitely an Adonis and attracts a lot of attention. And hey, man, you got the beard skills going on. It looks great, man.
Yeah, I had a little accident. I had a shaving accident, which is why I do not have my normal beard. I shaved it all off because there was a horrible accident, and
he was mouthing off to his wife Jen, and she smacked the back of the head. Not this Jen.
I thought Pickles peed in the bathroom and he slipped while he was shaving.
Listen, my dog Sook never pees anywhere in the house or anything else in the house.
I'm getting Gomez Adams vibes from Ron right now. I kind of like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Speak some
There
French.
we go.
Yeah, there.
So
Uh,
Jen will have to cosplay as Morticia then.
You know
Exactly.
what? She doesn't do that. You know how many times when I would during the days when I was really, before I retired from the deck of my boat, I'd be out crabbing, and then I come home and I would want to play Sea Captain and the Lonely Fishmonger's Daughter, and she would be like, "Absolutely not! I'm not doing that." I said, "How about the Lighthouse Keeper's Daughter?" No. So, no cosplay for me.
I think role play and cosplay are two different things there, Ron.
I tried. She's
I'm
not
just
into
getting
it.
far more information than I wanted. It's
Yeah.
We're starting to lose the audience.
So, yeah, but yeah. Oh, wow, we really jumped up. We're now at 23:14.
Hey, Ron, I have a
So,
question.
Funded in 46 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Levi has a question.
Yes.
No, it's
Oh,
me.
I thought.
I have a
Stephen,
question.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Stephen, go ahead.
Stephen has a
I'm
question.
wondering about the timeline for fulfillment for the chaos.
It should be very quick because most of the stuff is already done.
Yeah,
Everything is done. All we have to
95%. Yeah.
Yeah. I
just need
wanted
to print, and we're printing in the U.S., so we don't have to worry about any of the tariffs or delays or any of that stuff.
And they have the stellar artist who has everything in.
Almost.
I mean, that's not true. I mean, some of it looked like it was AI art. Like, I'm just kind of worried about it. I think I need to review it a little bit more.
It was.
Just take the dagger and stab. That was just
every
mean.
time I go up to GUI Cube's booth and they're, have like 6-7 people checking their stuff out, I go, "Hey, is this AI art?"
Nothing will bring me more joy than somebody clapping.
Hey, don't get us defunded.
I apologize. No, it was online. I think it was about a year ago, and we had posted up something from Chet's that we were really happy with. And somebody was like, "Looks like AI art," and how fast Chet was ready with progress sketches of like, "Really, bro?" It's like,
listen. Chet's used to the criticism. When we posted images of this adventure, when we were in the process of putting it together, another industry artist who's published in the industry was just like, "That'll never work. What do you say? It's too childish. It's the wrong market. That speaks to the wrong market and all this stuff."
You're not appealing. That only appeals to 8 to 10-year-olds or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. So, that's when that cemented Chet's legacy as a third-tier artist.
Well, the third-tier artist comes from way before that, actually. Here, let me give a quick little explanation real fast.
Oh, man. Look at wait a minute. I have to address this. I got to address this now.
Okay.
So Jen's like, "Leave that poor woman alone." We were talking about you, honey. Not Jen. We were talking about
Not
you.
Stabby Jen. We were talking about Farmer Jen.
Yes. How, no matter how many times I asked to play Sea Captain and the Lonely Fishmonger's Daughter, that you would reject me when I would come home smelling of crabs and bait, and you would reject me. That's one. Now she's saying, "Do not let Ron play with scissors." And now, if my hair was whiter, I'd be Captain Kangaroo.
Well, we said he looked like
Actually, I'm
Gomez.
seeing that. I want to see you cosplay as Captain Kangaroo at Page now.
And you can be Captain or Mr. Green Jeans.
And we dropped 1,000 ping pong balls on him.
Yeah, too late, Jennifer. They've all visualized it.
I want to see you run Tomb of the Ancient Moor King as Captain Kangaroo with the red suit and everything.
I won't do it. I'll do it in my commercial fishing gear that I wore for many years. It's hanging up lonely in my but yeah.
So
Not
you
even
were
for charity?
You were the Morton seafood.
I was known as Captain Ron for a long time by hungry South Jersey crab eaters.
We've all
And
agreed to
people will
only
see
call him
in the
Captain
new-
Ron at page, right?
I think
Say
that's
that
now
again,
the
Lawrence?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, now it is Captain Ron from now on
Yeah.
until forever.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
We have to get a captain's hat. You got to wear that from now on.
We lost leave. There he is. There he is. He's back.
And the new
Even
page
Levi can't
announcement.
stand where it's gone. So
In the new page announcement, there's a little crab Easter egg hidden in there.
There is a little. There are a bunch of Easter eggs in there. All right. All right. So we got a little time left in this stream. There's the link if you want to back the Kickstarter. We appreciate it, and it's been quite the journey. It really has.
So since I was on time, but other people were late, do you want to give the real quick recap as I'm about to throw this out to my Facebook group?
I'll let Chet do that. Or should we make Wes, the professional YouTuber, do that?
The professional YouTuber. You want me to give me my take at this?
Sure.
Sure.
Well, he's a third tier YouTuber, but go ahead.
I'm more like a sixth tier, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. If you are interested in old school style play, complete with things like amazing artwork and a cool isometric map, and you want to go delving into a 1,000-year-old tomb to go get some treasure and get back out alive with some amazing pre-gens, including a really foul-mouthed dwarf woman, you can back today Tomb of the Ancient Moor King from Orange Cat Games. And if you want to throw in a little extra, you can get yourself a really cool t-shirt that Jen's going to stand up and model again right now with the words in the right orientation. So go to that link, back the game, and it'll be arriving soon. And Ron's going to play it as Captain Kangaroo.
That should be a tier option.
I think it's a charity raiser, you know.
Yeah. Ron will run a group with the Captain Kangaroo outfit on, and Jen will dress
the $2,000 tier, man.
green jeans.
$2,000 tier, Captain Kangaroo game with Ron.
Yeah. Well, Lawrence, what we have here for our tiers are, we have a 11 by 17 isometric map, like poster map.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
and it comes with the sticky notes already on it.
Well, yeah, because we don't want people to see what it is. Yes, it's exactly right. We've got miniatures in a tier, and it comes with, pre-generated characters or bring your own. Mm-hmm. Here's what the miniatures look like when they're painted.
Hell yeah.
We have a tier that includes 28 millimeter scale dungeon tiles for the adventure that you just kind of lay down as you go, and a DM can basically just roll it out and lay things down as they go, and it's complete full color Chet artwork there.
What's the material for the dungeon tiles?
It's like, go ahead, Chet. What's the material?
It's an 18-point card stock.
Okay, cool, nice.
Yeah.
So it's not dry erasable though.
We can make it dry erasable. I didn't.
That was me cutting off the part about dry erase. Go ahead.
So there's an aqueous coating that can be applied very inexpensively that makes those dry erase.
What kind of coating?
It's an aqueous coating.
Can you spell
that?
There's
also a lamination that you could also do.
Who's spelling aqueous? Can you spell that for us?
Aqueous or aquacious? Give me a second.
Yeah.
Aqueous.
Huh?
Water.
Nobody spelled it. Nobody spelled it yet.
A-Q-U-E-O-U-S.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
I worked in the printing industry I worked in the printing and publishing industry for 25, 30 years of my life. And aqueous coating, nasty, stinky, and but it makes a product look really good, especially spot coatings.
Mhm.
Matt
What I
and
like about
Ross.
the tiles is that it kind of reminds me of the old Warhammer Fantasy roleplay packs that you would get to go with some of their modules. Where it had
That's
kind of the
that's
same
what I
thing.
thought. That's what I thought about it. Like going back
I
to
dig it.
like oh geez, there's the red one and the green one. I'm just drawing a blank on the names. Nightmare in Black Marsh would
Yeah.
be one, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And then there was another one about caverns of terror, I think. Might
Yeah,
be
I think
wrong.
that's correct. I could go look. I have them, but I'm too
No,
lazy.
it's all good, but yeah,
Alright.
Games Workshop came out with these fully encompassed AD&D. They were AD&D
Yep.
items that were, when you pulled them out of the box, you had a full 25 millimeter layout at that time, where the dungeon master could just lay it down on the table. If you had miniatures, boom, away you went. And to go along with the fully detailed module, they were really great, and that was part of the thought process behind this.
This is more complete than anything I've seen in a long time. You've got the adventure, you've got dungeon map tiles, you've got miniatures, everything's there.
I actually like what materials you guys are doing this stuff as like getting further down the collection realm and stuff like that, especially getting more into convention gaming, like going with something that's just a heavier cardstock versus, whether or not it be like the wooden tiles or even like chipboard and stuff. It just makes it easier for transporting everything along and whatnot. Just with Chet, I mean, not 20 years, but with the last 2 years, I've been diving heavily into the printing game, and I was starting to find where my preferences are, where it's like, make it small and make it light, make it easy for me to carry, please.
Well, I wanted it to be where each of the pieces can fit together and it can fold into the module I understand that, see people running to their table and things are falling out of their hands. Yeah.
Or they had those like massive, like almost like a tackle box, but it's like 3 tiers deep and on wheels rolling around. I'm like, that's too much for a convention.
Yeah, DeWalt's missing their pack out audience. They really need to make, just pack out for D&D folks, where you have your little cart that you can roll around and open up all your bins and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be great. Stephen.
Yes.
Thank you so much for painting the models. I mean,
my pleasure.
Going to make it a lot better for people to see what we have and things like that. And then, of course, Alan, really appreciate you reviewing the adventure.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
All hail the king.
Thanks, Chet.
So there is a
You're getting a strip show from Gooey Lawrence.
Oh wow!
I was invited onto the stream. I assumed it was for a very specific thing.
Yes.
So
Well, we are going to do for page 4. We are going to do the Men of Page calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So, be all ready. We'll let the ladies of Page determine who gets time on the calendar. But I suspect Chet and Levi and Alan and Wes and Stephen and I guess Lawrence will qualify. I mean,
just maybe.
But we'll put you on there.
He's going to be the centerfold.
We'll get Chuck Cumbo on there too.
Awesome.
We'll even take like a dual month with you, Ron, if you want to do some poses together.
Only if they're tasteful. Only if they're tasteful. Yes.
I'm just about evoking raw human emotion, and so
look at this.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Look at this, Barbara from the Dice Goblin, super excited about the Men of Page calendar.
I am very confused.
That's how many S's are there? That's my gosh.
I think she was saying yes when Lawrence was taking his clothes off. I think that's what it was.
That's good deflation there, Chet.
No, that's Floby. That's Floby Wan, who's very excited with that. I don't know.
That's Matt Roberts, from the Old School Tavern.
That's for the Gooey Game Show over at Page. Will be
Phil
the first time
Phil says he's June, nobody record this, because then Phil will be written up at the school he works at.
Mhm.
Oh dear. I want a calendar of Ron cosplaying as various Saturday and Sunday morning children's show hosts.
Captain Noah.
Oh, and Captain Noah.
Captain Noah and his magical ark.
Captain Noah was a dear old Captain Noah.
Was Captain Noah only a Philadelphia
He was a
thing?
Philly thing, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think he was a Philadelphia thing, but he was a sea captain and he had a magic ark and he would have guests on. Like very similar to today's show where I'm the sea captain and I've got a bunch of guests on and we're on the magical ark. Very exciting.
But everybody, I want you to think about Ron as Fred Flintstone.
I was thinking Howdy Doody.
I have the feet for it. I have the feet for it for sure. So
we just need to find a Barney, guys. But yeah, we got Fred. Although my cartoon experience might have been a little bit different than some of the other folks. I was trying to think of like the older ones I could think of.
When I was a very young kid, we had Captain Bob on public broadcast, and he would come out and he was a real ship captain and he would draw pictures. And I would draw with him and, things like rabbits and things like that and little creatures like that. So,
That's
but he had that real Boston kind of accent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, just because I'm a little bit new to the games and stuff that you guys publish, is Tomb of the Moor Key a part of a series? Do you guys have a plan on for a second one? Or is this just kind of like, we had got an idea when we were drunk last night, decided to throw a Kickstarter?
So Ron does have something else planned. He has a lot written once he finishes talking to somebody.
Yeah, well, I'm getting pounded, Like we didn't put it out there enough that we were on the live stream this morning, but I'm getting, can I change my event on Thursday afternoon to something else? It's like, no, you can't. I'll talk a little bit about it. There is another adventure written in this series, and anybody who's run through the game or read the adventure knows that there's even though you definitely have the ability to complete this adventure to completion, there's an unanswered question there that could come up post-adventure. And that unanswered question is part 2.
Okay.
So that's written now. It'll be closer to page next year because Orange Cat Games, we have a schedule of things we're going to be doing coming up. We have our own small RPG system that we're revising that we picked up from another company. We're doing a revision of that, and Levi's kind of leading that.
Nice.
I don't know where he went. Where'd he go? There he is. Look, he's stroking his beard there. But Levi's going to be kind of leading that project, and that's going to be coming out. There's also going to be an adventure called The Beautiful Village of Floral Hill. It's a mystery adventure, and that's written. I'm trying not to kill Chet with the artwork and the cartography before page. I'm trying not to like overwhelm him, but that
sounds like a cozy D&D mystery.
It's an interesting D&D mystery. I'll just leave it at that. And there are some people watching that may have played in this because I've run it at conventions for some time. And,
is this the one you've run? Like everybody gets it wrong. You do red herring after red herring.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I've run it at EcclesiaCon.
Yes, you did.
And people generally enjoy the adventure. Unless they're hack and slashers, and it's a little more difficult for them. Or they just try to kill everybody in the village because they're not patient enough to try to solve the mystery. So they just start blaming everybody. But that'll be up next. And then we have some other things on the horizon. Levi's got stuff in the hopper, adventures in the hopper. Levi and I are going to be putting something together that's twofold.
Oh yeah.
Chet's going to be producing something on his own, a Shadow Dark adventure, but I'm going to be twisting Chet's arm into converting this adventure for Shadow Dark. So we'll have a Shadow Dark option. Yeah, it should be super easy. So we should have a few things that we can do here for sure.
Ron, is this all like? Does this come out of your game world? Do you have lore that goes with it that would be like semi-official as you expand the line?
I think the goal is to make the stuff generic.
Just so literally a module, just drop it
so
in.
you can plop it in anywhere. I personally like to run in the Forgotten Realms, though I've been secretly creating a little bit of my own D&D campaign world. Nothing I'm looking to put out there for public consumption at this time. But I think the key here is standalone adventures. And then, like I said, we're going to have this small RPG system, a very rules light RPG system that we're going to put out there. And, depending on the response, maybe we'll produce some things for that game as well.
Cool.
Yeah. So, all right. We are coming to the end of our time, folks. We have 4 more minutes. Why don't we shoot around the room here and let everybody say something before we hop off? We'll start with Levi.
I'll be at Page with everybody else here. Looking forward to seeing everybody running games, playing games, and Iron Cobra of Helgrim Hall is the adventure that I've got at Page. Super excited to see that one get into people's hands and to play that with everybody. But like with any con, I'm just really excited to see everyone. It's all about seeing your tribe and your crew and all the people you miss the rest of the time of the year. So that's why I go to these things to begin with. So super stoked for Page and looking forward to seeing everybody there.
Lawrence?
Hey, folks. I'll be over at Page running the Great Gooey Game Show. Super stoked to be there partying up. And other than that, if you hear fun times, just head that direction. That's how you'll find me.
Wes?
Yep, we'll definitely be at Page next month. Next Monday, I'll be having Ron on my channel to talk a little bit about Page. I'm sure Orange Cat Games will be on there too. Ron can insult me all about stealing eggs that were never stolen. That was good. And I got my convention that I'm working on for early May, EcclesiaCon, that Chet's going to be at and Ron's going to be at in Palmyra, New Jersey. And apparently I'm involved in Concoction. So I'm looking forward to that at the end of May.
Yeah. Wes is going to be the special guest coordinator for Concoction. We're really excited about that.
I don't know what that means, so I'm looking forward to figuring it out.
It just means you answer emails. That's what that means.
Okay, good. I can do that.
Yeah. Alan?
Well, like everyone else, I'll be at Page. I'll be running the both sessions of A3, the assault on the area of the slave lords that I wrote. First time in a long time. And future cons, I'll be back at Gary Con and North Texas Con and Egg Con later on.
Yeah, and Alan mentioned A3. We've got 3 of the 4 authors of the Slaver series at Page. And Zeb Cook and Harold Johnson and of course Alan. I think the only one we don't have is Lawrence Schick was one of them, right? A4.
Who lives in Ireland. So
yeah. He was too expensive. It was between him and Chet.
Well,
and we had to make space for Chet.
Well, Ron, now you're going to see why we haven't run it in 20 years. So.
Yeah. Well, and Zeb's going to come back and run A4. So Zeb's running A1. Harold's running A2, Alan's running A3, and then Zeb comes back and runs A4. And when I tell you those games sold out in seconds, like literally seconds, when I hit the button, to open up events, it was great. But we had a failed launch when we opened up the games. There was a problem with tabletop events, and I was actually at the dinner with Professor Dungeon Master and his wife, my wife, and Professor Dungeon Master and his wife. Were out, and my phone starts blowing up. I mean, like literally, I couldn't touch it because every time I touched it, another bubble. Do you know? I can't. And finally, I just had to post something like, "We're working on it. We'll get back to, we're going to have a rescheduled launch. I'm not just going to open it up." I counted it, and we got 600 contacts in the first 20 minutes about the problems with the events not being able to secure them. So, but that one was the first one to go. Chet's Shadow Dark event was one of the first ones to go. This adventure was one of the first ones to go, like within the first few seconds. So very, very exciting. And Alan, thank you for coming on, and Wes, thanks for coming on, and Lawrence, thank you, and thank you for stripping a little bit. Definitely it helped with the pledges. And Levi, as always, my brother, thank you very much. We're going to let you guys go, and Jen and Chet and I are going to close this down.
Absolutely.
But thanks again, everybody.
See you,
Thank
folks.
you guys so much.
Thanks,
Can't wait to see you
guys.
as a page.
See you guys
Have a
shortly.
good night. Good day.
All right, Jennifer, what do you think?
So I want to thank everyone who came on and everyone who's watching us out there. We appreciate the support. It's great. We're already funded. If you guys can do us a favor, share the link, tell people about it. If you guys have questions, let us know. We're happy to answer that, but we truly appreciate the support, and we have a lot of good things coming up after this first one. And I also will be at Page, and we're also going to have these products so you can see them at Page too. And so,
Awesome.
like you guys said, we have it pretty much done. It's just we got to figure out how much we have to order of each item.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Chet?
Well, first of all, I really just want to say thank you not only to Jen and Ron and Levi, but also to this entire community. I'm just humbled and honored from the support and the well-wishing and just the overall camaraderie that everyone has shown us, and that's a testament to this industry and this community, and I'm so grateful, and it doesn't go unnoticed or unappreciated, and we really appreciate everyone who has come out and really helped push this forward for us and with us. Thank you.
And for me to everybody out there, thank you for everybody who jumped in and backed this. We're closing in on $3,000, and that's wonderful. We appreciate that, and this is going to run through Page. So if you're still busy thinking about it over the next month or so while this thing's alive, you'll have a chance to sign up at Page. And I suspect we might have some stuff to give away for those who haven't backed it yet, who back it at Page. So, but thank you all. We really appreciate you. And thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.